Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends at yarnspirations.com. I have my own design called the Tester's Delight Blanket. Now this can be done as a rectangle. It can also be done as a square. More and more people are getting sick and tired of my squares, so I decided to make this a rectangle. Today, as I get started, I'm going to show you the square version on how to start, and then I'm going to jump immediately into the rectangle version. We use video chapters so you can be able to figure that out. Now, here's what we're going to be using as a 5.5mm size eye crochet hook, and it was using Cairn 1 pound, and it was 1 ball of blue skies, 1 ball of ocean, and 1 ball of denim jeans. You should know that this yarn has been discontinued. I know I'm pathetic that way, but it was still in my collection and I was excited about it. So we're gonna get started. I'll start you with a square, but if you wanna go right for the rectangle, just fast forward and let's begin. On round number 3 is when the square and the rectangle are both equal to each other. So the sides are going to match at that point. So as you begin a square version, you can just start and you can chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch then to the beginning chain and yarning over, pulling it through to have the center ring. To begin the first round, you're going to chain 3 and put 2 more double crochet into the center ring. Then you're going to chain 2 and then put 3 more double crochet into the center ring. So each side will have 3 double crochet to it. You're then going to chain 2 to turn the corner. Keep this with the center of the ring and therefore it will not fall out. And put 3 more double crochet into the ring. Then chain 2 again, and you're going to do the last side. So you have 1, 2, 3, and the last side also has 3 double crochet. I know, I bet you're surprised. Not. Now I like to join, because I'm going to keep the yarn going. I'm going to join with a half double crochet join to the top of the chain 3. And so I'll be doing that when the color does not change. And so you'll notice that there's a color sequence that will come out here in the future. So just yarn over and just half double crochet to the top of the first chain 3 and then pull through, and that will keep your stitch work directly in the center of a corner. And you begin to do round number 2 next. Round number 2, right where you're sitting, you're going to chain 3, and then you're going to double crochet back into the same space. So go right into the space and double crochet in. And then I need you to double crochet across the tops of these 3 that are here. So 1 into each. And then we're going to hit our first corner. So the corners will always be 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So please do this all the way around. So you'll put 1 double crochet in each of these double crochets, and then your corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and I'll see you at the beginning of this in just a moment. When you come back around, you have to finish this first corner because you've only got half of it done. So you'll put in 2 double crochet. And because I want to keep the color going, I'm going to do a half double crochet join to the top of the first chain 3. Now, you're ready for round number 3. So in both the rectangle and the square, round 3 is where they both meet up in the sense of it will be the right stitch counts. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to head right directly to the rectangle version, get people started on that, and then the remaining of this will then begin our repeating. So let's go to the rectangle version next. Let's go to the rectangle version. Let's create a slip knot. And remember, that does not count as 1 on the counts. So I need you to chain 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now that you have your first chain, we're now ready to begin round number 1. So the corners are going to be established on this. So we're going to go down the back side of the chain. We're going to circle around and then come on the underside of the chain to form a complete circle. To start this, you're going to go second chain from the hook. I prefer the back hump of the chain, but if you don't want to do that, that's up to you. And you're just going to start single crocheting all the way across. Okay, so what I want to do is go all the way across, so put me on pause, and I'll see you at the end of the chain in just a moment. So I'm coming up, and the last chain is the one that I want to single crochet in as well. So I'm going to go right into the last chain, but we're going to do something extra special here. And what I need you to do is to chain 2 and put one single crochet into the same stitch, and then chain 2 again, and then one, and see how I'm just rotating around, and do one more single crochet into that same stitch. So you've just technically created 2 corners. So chain 2 and a chain 2 with one in the middle. Now starting in the next stitch, you are going to go all the way. I would recommend putting the straggler, the loose end, right up underneath the stitch work itself. Get that stuck inside of your blanket and continue to single crochet, and I'll see you close to the other side in just a moment. I'm coming up close to the other side, and what I'm doing is that I'm looking for the last one because that's the first one that we started with. So I'm going to single crochet right to the last one here, and we're just going to single crochet right in, and then chain 2, single crochet into that same stitch again, and this time we're going to do a half double crochet join to the first one right here, and that's going to create the final corner. I know it kind of looks confusing, but you just got to stick with it. If you went over top of the straggler, now's the time to turn it over and just cut that out. And we're moving on to round number 2. Round number 2, it's hard to see it right here because it's so small, but you want to chain 3 right where you're sitting. This is the first part of a corner, and just pull it apart, and you are going to go into that space that was created with the half double crochet join. Now, starting in your next stitch right here, you are going to start double crocheting all the way until you get to the next corner on the other side. And I will see you there in just a moment. So coming right into the last one before the corner, and in the corner space, apply 2 double crochet to start, chain 2, and in the same corner, 2 more double crochet, and then you have 1 double crochet right there into that single crochet, and then you're turning a corner again. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet into that corner. Then you start right here, and then you just start double crocheting across until you get back to the other side, which I will pick you there up. I will pick you there. I'll pick you up there in just a moment. So the corner is next. So it's that 2 double crochet to start, and then chain 2 to turn, and then the same corner, 2 more double crochet, and then you have 1 by itself, so 1 double crochet in the single there, and then you have your final corner that you started with, but you got to finish it. So right into this space, you'll put in 2 double crochet, and then you will join with a half double crochet to the top of the first stitch that you started with. So this is the starting of the rectangle, and now you're going to notice that rounds number 3 all the way through 12 are going to be the repeat pattern, and the multiple on the square and the rectangle match each other. So the rest of the pattern will work out depending on how you started, like this or like that. And that's what I'm going to do for speed reasons, is that I'm going to bring back the square because the multiple is the same for either. So let's begin to do that next, starting on round number 3. Round number 3 is the start of a new sequence. So from 3 to 12 is the entire sequence before it changes over. So I decided for myself, as round number 3, I just kept the color the same in the first sequence, but then when you finish round number 12 and you come back to number 3, you'll have to start a new color. So when you start a new color, I'm going to show you a little deviation. Put the slip knot onto the hook already and put it right into the corner. Okay, and I'm gonna hide in my loose ends right as I go, right into the corner, and then yarn over and pull through the corner. You now have 2 loops, pull through the 2, and that's a standing single crochet, which will count as your first one. So in this round number 3, all you're just going to do is apply 1 single crochet in every stitch, going all the way around, and in the corners you will apply 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. So it's nice and simple, and it's an easy way to get started. And so do this all the way around for round number 3, and I'll meet you at the end in a moment. Coming all the way back around, I want to finish this first corner that I started with. So single crochet in, and then do a half double crochet join to the beginning single crochet that you started with. And that was round number 3. So let's move on and do round number 4. So the stitch counts will always stay an odd number, and that's what makes this multiple work. And so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with round number 4. We want to chain 3, and in the same corner space that was done by the half double crochet join, you want to apply 1 double crochet. We're now going to get started and chain 1, and you're going to skip the first one out and double crochet the next. And you're going to do that all the way to the corner. So just chain 1, skip the next one, and double crochet. Okay, so do this all the way till you get to the corner, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So when getting close to the corner, I chain 1, I skip the last one before the corner because that's keeping in sequence, and in the corner I will apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and that will allow me to turn. So when you start a fresh side, chain 1 to start, skip the first one and go right into the second and double crochet, and then chain 1, skip the next one and double crochet. And I want you to do this same sequence all the way around for round number 4. I'm coming back around, and so I skip the last one because I've already chained 1, and I go right into the corner of 2 double crochet, and then we're going to join with a half double crochet join to the top of the first chain 3. And that was round number 4. Round number 5. Right where we're sitting, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to put in a single crochet into the corner. So the corners on this round will be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. You are going to then just single crochet into each of the double crochets, and if there's a chain 1 space, just apply 1 single crochet around the space. Okay, so you're in the doubles, you're in the spaces. So as I mentioned, your corners are 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and you'll do this all the way around for round number 5. Coming back around, don't forget that final corner, single crochet, and then just join it with a half double crochet join. And now we're ready for round number 6. Round number 6, right where you're sitting, you're going to chain 3 and double crochet into the corner. So you're then going to start on your very first stitch, and you're just going to apply 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way across, and in your corner, so it'll be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and I need you to do this all the way around for round number 6. I'll be right back. I'm coming around on number 6, and I'm just going to finish off the side, and in the last corner space right here, you're applying 2 double crochet, and then you're joining again with a half double crochet join to the top of the chain 3. And let's begin round number 7. Round number 7, you're going to just chain 1 only, and you're going to do 2 extended single crochets right into the corner. So how you do that is you go right into the corner, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through just 1 loop, and yarn over, pull through 2. So do it again. So into the same corner, yarn over, pull through. Sorry, you go in, you yarn over, pull through just one loop, and then pull through 2. So the corners on this round will always be 2 extended single crochet, chain 2, 2 extended single crochet. Starting in the very first one that you'll have is you're going to go as a front post double crochet, and then the next one will be a back post double crochet. And you're going to alternate until you get to the other side of the corner. So front post, and then the next one is a back post. So I'll see you on the first turn in just a moment. So I'm continuing along. The last stitch before the corner should always be a front post double crochet. So if you're keeping in the sequence, the last one will be the front post double crochet. Now you're hitting a corner, and so it's 2 extended single crochet first. So this gives you the height that you need to match. Chain 2, and then 2 more extended single crochet. And then you start a fresh side with the first one being a front post double crochet, and the next one being back post, and you keep alternating. And so I need you to do this all the way around then for round number 7. Coming all the way around, as I mentioned, the last one should always be a front post double crochet. And then because this is the final corner, it's 2 extended single crochet to start. And then you're going to join to the top of the first one right here with a half double crochet join. And let's move on to round number 8 next. Round number 8, just chain up 1, and all you're going to do is just apply 1 single crochet into every stitch all the way across. And so on your corners there'll be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. So this will make that front and back post idea kind of pop out better. And so please do this all the way around for round number 8. I'm coming all the way around, and I'm just single crocheting in every stitch. Corners were 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. Don't forget to crochet the last space, and then just join with a half double crochet join to the beginning single crochet. Let's begin round number 9. Round number 9, we're going to chain up 3, and that counts as your first double crochet, and you're going to double crochet into the corner. And then starting in the very first stitch, you were just going to double crochet in every stitch across, and then in the corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and you're going to do this around for round number 9. I'm coming all the way back around, and I just got to make sure I go into the beginning corner and put in 2 double crochet. Now I would technically half double crochet join the top, but I'm running out of yarn because I'm using scrap yarn. So I'm just going to chain 2 and slip stitch to the top of the first one here. But if you're going to keep the color, just do a half double crochet join. And when I come back, I'm going to have some other yarn, the white yarn, to do the last 3 rounds with you for the sequence. I'll be right back. So I'm going to start round number 10. So technically, if where you were, you just have to chain up 1 and put 1 single crochet in here. But because I'm going to join new color, I'm just going to put it onto the hook and just wrap it around and pull through. And I got 2 loops, pull through the 2, and that's a single crochet. So I'm just going to go over top of the straggler to hide that. So I'm just going to, for round number 10, just apply 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way across, and in your corner, so it'll be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. Please do this around for round number 10. I'm coming back around, and on the corner it's 1 single crochet, and then just join with the half double crochet join to the beginning single crochet. Let's move on to number 11. So 2 more rounds are left before the sequence repeats itself, and so in this round it's the bean stitch. So we're going to just chain up 3 and double crochet into the same corner. We're now going to chain 1, and we are going to skip the first one and bean stitch into the next. So the bean stitch, all you're just going to do is just reach into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and going into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and do it one more time. So yarn over and in, pull through. So you end up with all of this onto the hook. So I want you to pull through everything but the first one. And then yarn over, pull through 2. Then chain 1, skip the next one, and bean stitch into the next. So just going on in, pull through, yarn over and in, pull through, yarn over and in, pull through. You are then going to yarn over, pull through everything but the final, and then yarn over, pull through the 2. Chain 1 to move on. So skip the 1, so in, pull through, yarn over and in, pull through, yarn over and in, pull through. Pull through everything but the final, and then pull through 2. So chain 1. So this is different than a puff stitch. In the puff stitch, we normally wrap the hook first, but the yarn usually snags. So if you just go on in and just do what you need to do, these just take a few seconds, and then yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1, and move along. So you're going to end up with the second last stitch, having the bean stitch. You'll chain 1, skip the last one, and go right into the corner with 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. You'll chain 1 again, skip the first one, and start beaning again, and go every other stitch, just like you did right here. Please do this all the way around for round number 11. I'm coming up close to the end of the rotation. Chain 1, skip the last one, and then put 2 double crochet into the beginning corner. And then we're going to do a half double crochet join to the top of the first chain 3. We have one more round to do before the sequence starts all over again, and let's begin round number 12. Round number 12, chain up 1, 1 single crochet into the corner, and now you're going to apply 1 single crochet into every stitch as well as the chain 1 spaces. So as you begin, you're going to go into the double crochets, so 1 into each. Okay, 1 into the space right here, and then 1 into the bean stitch. So just move it out of the way if you don't see it. So just 1 in the space and 1 into the bean stitch. And you're going to do this all the way across. Okay, so 1 into every stitch and space. And then on your corners is 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. I'll see you at the end of the revolution in just a moment. Before I get too carried away, don't forget that there is a space after the bean stitch and before the corner. So make sure you don't forget that, okay? So just make sure you get into each space as well as stitch. So space and stitch. Continue around. I'm coming back around and just continuing, make sure I put a single crochet into the beginning. And because this is the end of the sequence, I would want to do a chain 2 and then slip stitch and fasten off. So then you start again from round number 3. So right from here to here is the sequence, and I believe that it's 5 inches on the exact sample as well. So every time you do a sequence, you're increasing the blanket by 5 inches on one side. So it'll be 10 inches across if you were doing it like this. So it's a really neat idea in order to play. So you can use the video chapters, go back, and you can complete this right to the very end. And number 12 is the last round at the end of it as well. And you can see in the pattern as well is that there is a sequence that's going on in the colors. So in the colors that you see that here is the blue skies. It comes back just one more time. And then we have the ocean, which is here. It comes back one more time. And then the denim jeans, which is right here. It comes back one more time. So because these are in the larger sections, they take up more yarn. So that's why you only require 1 ball of blue skies. And then B and C, you require 2 balls in order to get around that to make it worth your time. That's it for today. We hope that you enjoy this pattern. Bye-bye.